Alright, so I just wanted to show real quickly the technique that I use that my coaches showed me a long time ago about how to free your arm, a good way to free your arm when it's stuck in an overhook inside the closed guard. You know, especially with the knee, the guy gets a real tight overhook, it can be a real pain to try to get your arm out, and you know, you can't rely on just being able to limp arm it out whenever all that friction is there. You know, without the knee, it's much easier. But so he's going to get an overhook on my arm just like this, right? And he wants to be up on his side here, like this, right? When he's up on his side like this, it's much more difficult for me to do anything. He's got all his attacks right here to start the triangle, to try to hold plot and do all these different things here. So right away, I'm going to pick up my leg on this side and try to fight his hips. I want to battle his hips to kind of pinch on his hips like this to prevent him from moving as easily and to start to try to flatten him out. But I can't pull my arm out like this, so I have to find a lever, okay? So I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to reach it in front and of his chest here. If you go right on his sternum, it gives you a good amount of leverage, but sometimes if your arm is too much on the inside and you don't pinch his hips tightly enough, you could swim over and arm lock me here, right? Or arm lock me right there. So I want to be careful with this arm. So when I'm here, I'm going to come here, I like to put it across his neck. And I'm going to grab my hands together like this. All I'm going to do is pry down with my left hand. I use this grip to pry here. And see how I start to open this space up right in here. It starts to lift his elbow. It's a lot of pressure both on his neck and on his shoulder. If it's here, you can almost shoulder lock the guy sometimes. But like I said, I don't like to try to expose my arm. So I move it up a little bit to the neck. I lean, I use my leg to push. And as soon as I see there's a hole here, as his grip starts to loosen, now I can turn my thumb down and limp arm out and come back here. Okay? So one more time, he gets it up in here. Even if he has a real tight grip on here, right? I'm going to defend, I'm going to hold the bicep. I'm going to make sure I don't make any silly mistakes. Here like this. Pick this leg up here. This one comes across. Lever down, and even he's still going to have a grip. You may not be able to just make his arm pop off, but all I need is to get a hold here. Now, if he's holding this tight, I can't just limp my arm out. I'm going to give him the attacks he wants. So I need to create more space. So here I pry it open, and now I pull it out, and now I come back here. Okay? And so whenever he's in here, when I'm pinching on his hips like this, he's not. It's difficult for him to move. He's not going to be able to skip around to get my back or to really even, it's going to be hard for him to move his hips with that arm lock. Moving this up to the neck is just a little extra precaution to, you know, make sure I'm not giving him anything too right in the line of his gun sights here. Okay, so here, pry it, see the hole, limp arm out, come back to your base. I think let's maybe see one more angle there.